So Jeannie, do you want to introduce our guest today?
I do. I'm excited to have her back. Her name is Carolyn Fagerholm, and she's with CMF and Company. And today she's going to talk to us about TikTok. So if you are wondering whether TikTok is right for your business, or you want to use TikTok, but you're overwhelmed and have no idea where to start, you are in the right place. So welcome, Carolyn. It's always lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you guys. I'm happy to be back.
Yay.
Yeah, so I started, for those who might remember me from talking about Facebook ads a little while ago, I got started in online business as a Facebook and Instagram ads manager, and I was looking in other ways to expand my business, and I was looking into TikTok ads, and that led me to TikTok, not just ads, but also organic marketing on TikTok and how people use it. I think it's still largely untapped. I've heard rumors, people floating around saying that TikTok is saturated or oversaturated rather, and it's really not. There are lots of people there, but I think a lot of people are still hesitant about it, and you really don't have to be. At the end of the day, it's just another app. That's it. It's a little different, yes, but it's another app. That's it.
I feel like all of the social media platforms from day one, from, back when Facebook was the Facebook, kind of thing. The reality is that it always kind of started off with kids, college kids, younger kids, and it was used that way. Mm-hmm. And then eventually business owners kind of realized that they could really leverage it. And I feel like that's exactly where TikTok is now. Like, again, more older people are getting on the platform. More and more business owners are really starting to understand that those eyeballs on TikTok can go to other places. Like they can go and check out your YouTube videos, or they can sign up for your opt-in, or they can buy a product or service right there with the click of a button. So it really is, I think, kind of ground floor for business owners to get started with TikTok.
And TikTok is really kind of driving a lot of where social media is going these days. If you were wondering, why does Facebook want me to do Reels? Why do I need to do Instagram Reels? Why does YouTube now have Shorts?
Yeah.
It's because they are trying to keep up with TikTok. The big thing about TikTok is their engagement is so high. That's why all these other apps are trying to keep up with them. The engagement is not just a little bit higher, a lot higher. So according to Upfluence, for a micro influencer on YouTube, their engagement is going to be around 1.6%. On Instagram, it's going to be 3.8. On TikTok, it's 17.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's a huge difference. Overall, for apps, for engagement, Facebook, Instagram, they're all looking around like 2% for overall engagement, and TikTok is more like 4%. It's twice as engaged.
That's fantastic. I love that. And we're big fans of YouTube because we love long form content that builds know, like, and trust and sets up authority. But I love something that Gary Vee said not long ago. He said, short form video is the gateway to long form video. And we're seeing that to be so true for us and for our clients. Short form video, whether it is on TikTok or Instagram, it really is driving more eyeballs to your long form content, because TikTok or Instagram Reels, you get those little clips of information. But if people are really interested in what you have to say, then they're going to go watch the whole long form video, or read your blog post, or book a call with you. And I think that's been amazing.
It's a great way to pique people's interest and like put in the spicy stuff, give them a little bit, and then keep the good stuff in the longer form content, if that's something you want to do.
Yes. Well, I know a lot of people like TikTok is their platform. It's their only platform. And I think for some businesses that makes a ton of sense, especially if the person loves creating short form content. Like if that's your jam, I could see that being 100% fine. How long does an average TikTok video last, in the sense that, it can continue to get shared, right? So it can really be around for a long time. Is that right?
Yeah. It's changing too. TikTok, a year or two ago, things were going really, 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 really fast. Like things were flying through the algorithm, and then they were kind of over and done. Like now you need to have new stuff. Now it's kind of slowed down a bit. It's not all in the span of 48 hours. You can put something out and the views are like, it's taking longer sometimes for things to get to thousands, millions, whatever. So you can keep something up there, even if it doesn't do well right away. I always say, keep it. You never know. It might circle back around. Somebody will see something else and then they'll go to your page and look at that video, or a trend will come back. You can keep things there for a long time now.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. So what are some of your best practices and tips and tricks for anyone who's really thinking about TikTok? What would your advice to them be?
I'd say if you're not sure about it yet, I would say just make a personal account and do some research. I'm giving you permission to scroll. You're not wasting time. You are researching. Yes. So, and look at TikTok, look at what's happening in your niche, look at what's happening just on the platform in general, and try to pick up on things. Are people in your niche talking to the camera like this? Are they doing carousels? Are doing pretty well right now. They just have a popular audio and there are pictures that they show. That's perfect for the people who are not so confident on video. You can still use TikTok. Or a lot of times big TikToks that do well is just somebody on a laptop or doing whatever in the background, and they have a bunch of text. They have a lot of stuff with valuable information. So take a look at what's happening in your niche. Is that happening? And do you think that's something that you can do and want to do?
I love that. Yeah, I feel like the text over top of video is popular, whether it's YouTube Shorts or Instagram. You know,
Yep.
We definitely train the marketing virtual assistants to be able to confidently do, because I think more and more people watch content on their phone, so they're not necessarily having the volume on, they're just reading. So it makes so much sense.
Yeah. There is a way that you can create a TikTok account with just email, but I would really recommend that people use their phones, because like we were saying, the app wants people on it. You're more likely to be scrolling through TikTok if you are on a device. So use a phone number, definitely use a phone. That way it knows that there's a device attached to this.
Can you search on TikTok? Like, you're talking about follow people who are in your niche. Could we search for a particular topic? And
yeah, absolutely. And that's a great way to find topics to talk about. You can just go right up to TikTok and search. You can, try virtual assistant marketing or VA and see what comes up and what other topics are people searching too. TikTok is kind of leaning more towards SEO based. More people are using it for research. A lot of like younger people, if they go to a new city, they're going to look on TikTok for a restaurant recommendation. They're going to look there for things to do, and just people looking in general for things.
Right.
So that's part of the reason the text on the screen is becoming popular for that SEO. People are able to find it.
And to be honest, that's the number one reason why we really have started our TikTok account and are really getting more into TikTok, is because they're finally leveraging SEO. Because I feel like when you can create content that can be searched, that's what makes YouTube and that's what makes Google so amazing, is you create something once and people might find it a year from now or 3 years from now because of the search properties. And Pinterest is the same way. You can do, Pinterest is a fantastic search engine. So I love that TikTok is headed in that direction, and that's what really piqued our interest in TikTok. That's fantastic. So you do it on a phone, do your research. What else?
Yeah. Be consistent. This one's really, really important. The TikTok algorithm loves consistency. So a lot of people talk about frequency when it comes to TikTok. And I think that's another thing that turns people away, is they hear you have to be posting 3 to 5 times a day, every day. That's not really true. You can do that if you would like. And it's proceed with caution. If you are a person who likes to make that content, likes to do it, and is not going to be burnt out by it, then go for it. But you don't have to. You can still see progress on TikTok, only posting once or even twice a day. But the key thing is to be consistent. Decide what days and what times you're going to post. Keep that the same for at least 2 weeks. I'd even say a month. And then you can look at the data and try to switch things up. The thing is, if you're posting all over the place and it's weird, And that's giving the algorithm inconsistent data. I like to compare it to a vending machine. If you wanted people to get your candy bar, you need to keep your candy bar in the same place. You can't move it around to different slots. It doesn't work. People don't know where to find it. The algorithm doesn't know what to do with it. So keep it consistent.
Yeah, I think the whole consistent is, Jeanne's been preaching that for the past 15 years, because when it comes to any type of marketing, whether it's email marketing, any type of social media marketing, it really is about just showing up and being consistent. And it always makes me think about Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, that book about, just being a couple of feet away from gold. So often people put in so much time and effort, but they stop short of really getting to the gold. And I also agree that once a day and not burning yourself out is much better than trying to post 3 times a day. And if it takes you a little bit longer to get there to the gold, it's okay, because you created a habit that you'll be able to maintain for months or even years if that content is helping you build a 6, 7, 8-figure business, right?
Yeah.
So, smart.
I think it's one of the ways that people really go wrong with TikTok is they create an account and then they post once and then walk away for a couple days or a week, and then they come back, post again, or they just they're throwing spaghetti at the wall and not really thinking about what they're doing. Now, I encourage people to experiment and try different things, totally see what your audience there responds to. But if you're just kind of random, or you're just cutting down like a random video that you have, and you're not really thinking about how it will do on TikTok, you might not get the results that you want. And then people walk away and go, TikTok doesn't work. It doesn't work. I tried, it doesn't work. And they just weren't going about it in the best way.
Right. Okay. Love that. What's after consistency?
So taking a look at what's trending, like I said, doing your research, what's happening in your niche and on TikTok overall. Trends are a great way to extend your reach and to broaden your reach. If you're doing something trendy on TikTok, then you are going to be ahead of the game when it makes its way over to Instagram Reels. Most trends these days are starting there, then going to Reels. One that was floating around a while ago, I don't know if people saw the boat and the little Titanic penny whistle that was making its way around Reels. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you can go find it, but that was trending on TikTok in like December.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know that. They started on TikTok and then they head on over to Instagram. That's really interesting.
Yep, that's another thing. You can repurpose this content. You can take your TikToks and use them on Reels. Tons and tons of people do that. And a lot of people want to know if they can repurpose their Reels to TikTok. You definitely can. I would be aware of what's happening on TikTok too, just because, again, the trends start there, then go to Reels most of the time. But people have said that they repost and they use it in all places and it does well, and that's fine. There's no problem with repurposing.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have, I think TikTok puts a logo on it, doesn't it?
They do. They have a watermark. There are apps that you can use to take it off. And if there are lots of apps you can use to edit outside of TikTok, if you would like. CapCut is a really popular one. It's one I've used, and there's no watermark with that. They like put a little thing at the end, but it's easy to trim it off.
Yeah, because you don't want a video that you created in TikTok. You don't want to put it on Reels when it says TikTok on it. Well,
they don't like that so much.
Instagram doesn't
but
like
it's easy enough. There are plenty of apps I know that you can take the watermark off or edit outside. It's very easily done.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, like if they're just having fun with TikTok and Instagram, it's just kind of their personal account, they're just having fun, fine. I think for business owners, if you really want to make sure that you're kind of playing by each social media platform's rules, it just sometimes it makes sense just to create it in Canva, because you can recycle things really easily in Canva so that you're using the same piece of content, but you're not going to have watermarks from any one platform on.
Yeah. While I'm thinking of it, When you first get on TikTok, I would definitely start with a personal or creator account. I'd wait to do business because businesses don't have access to all the audios. And that's a big part of TikTok trends is you want to be able to do that. And if you're a business account, you're not going to have access. So you can always move to a business account later. It's not that big a deal.
And sometimes I would think that TikTok is like other platforms where as they bring in something new, they want you to use it.
Definitely.
You know, whether that's a sticker or a new way to do something, you know, they're creating these
new filter,
these options so that people will use them.
So when you first post a TikTok video, what happens is TikTok shows it to your friends, your followers. And if it does well there, then it goes to like the next ring of people connected to your followers, people they follow, people who follow them. Then it's to the next ring. That's more people and the elusive For You page. If you've never been on TikTok, it's kind of the home screen. First of all, you open it and they start playing videos right away. This is a part of that engagement thing. You are immediately fed that content. So it has a place for followers, the people you are following only, but there's also the For You page. The For You page is all recommendations based around what you are watching, who you are following, what videos you've watched all the way through. Watch time is really, really important on TikTok. If you are wondering why your videos aren't doing well, go up. If you go to your profile, the little hamburger, the 3 lines in the corner, if you hit there, you can go find your analytics and look at your videos. When are people dropping off? If they are they watching all the way through? When do they stop watching? If your videos have a low watch time, that means they aren't holding people's attention and TikTok isn't going to move them forward in the algorithm. Why? If it's not holding somebody's attention, it's not entertaining. They're not going to stay on the app, which is what it wants. So paying attention to your watch time. How can I improve that? That's why hooks are so important. That first 3 seconds, that's really, really important. You want to hook people right away. So one of the big differences with TikTok is people kind of get to the point. It's not like a YouTube video where you get on and everybody says, hey guys, my name is so-and-so, and you can follow me here, blah, blah, blah. And there's this whole intro. No. Get right to the point. Give them or say something that's going to hook them. Like, did you know that you can do these 3 things? And then hook them in that way.
Yeah, it's really funny because for the past probably 2 years, we've been teaching you don't start a YouTube video with an intro. You start a YouTube video with a hook, right? Because attention spans are shorter. I think they want to say they're like 8 seconds now. And I always tell our clients, I'm pretty direct. They don't give a crap about you. Like if someone goes to your video, they literally do not give a crap about you until they know that you know what you're talking about. And I think it's that whole thing with once you have proven to someone that you care about them by giving them value, then they care about who you are. Until then, they don't care. And so I agree, the whole hook coming in, and then, you know, we talk about it when you introduce yourself inside of your YouTube video, make it super short, and the next thing that's going to hook them, the next point. But like you said, with TikTok, you've got 3 seconds instead of 8.
That comes to the point of, I don't think we talked about how long is a typical TikTok video, and is there a right length of video?
So it all depends. You can do videos that are 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and plus that, I think, how long can they go now? It's mostly short forms. When you're first on there, I would stick to 15 seconds. Note though, the shorter your video is, the longer you want that watch time. If your video is only 15 seconds, TikTok wants people watching for the whole 15 seconds. If people are scrolling away after 10, so the longer videos the watch time can drop a little bit. Like if you have something that's a minute long, it can only like 70% is still okay. But when you're first starting out, I'd stick to the shorter things, 15, 30 seconds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the good news is, that's not a whole lot of time. So it's, it doesn't have to be this long sprawling thing. You can just get in there, say what you need to say, and get out.
Yeah, anybody can do a 15-second video. Are you listening? Anybody can talk about a topic for 15 seconds. We know you can.
It's not that scary. And I want to be just get on, you can try things. And the worst thing that happens is a video doesn't get as many views as you thought. Oh well, on to the next thing. You can try something else. The world doesn't end. Nothing goes up in flames.
Yeah, we joke. It's always like in our minds, like we have this video that's so awesome and we're so excited about it. And it could be for any platform. And it's like crickets. And then maybe you put a video out there that you're like, meh, I don't like the way I look. I don't feel like I did a very good job. And the video takes off. Because there's no rhyme or reason to what's going to take off. And all you can do is, like you said, consistently show up, learn what videos that did well, and try to figure out what you can improve on the ones that don't do well. It's really that simple.
Officially, TikTok has never talked about being shadow banned, but a lot of people say they're shadow banned when they really aren't. If you are shadow banned, then your videos are getting no views whatsoever. People are not seeing them. And the only reason you would really be shadow banned is that you did something that was against the community guidelines, or you kind of acted like a spam bot. Sometimes that happens to people. If you go through and you're just commenting on tons of videos, but not like real comments, just random things. And if you appear spammy, sometimes that can happen. But I think more people assume they've been shadow banned when they're just hitting a wall. Like they can't seem to get past 300 or 500 views and then they stop. What's probably happened in that case is, remember we talked about the algorithm, the rings of like, it starts with your followers, then them, then the next one, then the next one. You've probably hit the edge of the ring where your video isn't connecting with people outside of the next thing. So you need to take a look at your videos, look at the watch time again, the analytics, and try something new. You're probably not banned. And if you do get flagged, if you do get, a violation in some way, take down the video right away. Don't panic. Just take it down and be consistent about your content that's now, not going to get you violated, and just see it through right away. I think that's another way that people go wrong, not just on TikTok, but all platforms. I've seen it happen to people in Facebook groups talking about Facebook ads where they got flagged and then they didn't do anything.
Right.
And so then when they go back and they try to fix it, it's been too long. They can't, the window for solving the issue has passed. So just, if you get flagged, take it down and make sure that you're looking at the standards, especially if you're in the health and wellness space, if you're giving people any financial advice, legal things, just do your due diligence. Make sure that what you are telling people is, number one, factual, and number two, is not, blatantly against the rules. Like, why did that happen? Well, if you would see right there on the terms of service that most people scroll past.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask, I'm thinking this is true, and that is, you can only see the analytics if you have a business account. Is that right?
No, I believe you can do it on a personal account too. If you go to creator tools, right under analytics.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Cause I think
so it's just
that's
right
how
up
it is
in the
on
corner.
Facebook. Like you can't, if you have a Facebook personal profile, it doesn't give you analytics. Your business one does. Well, that's cool that TikTok does it on both. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a tremendous amount of information, Carolyn.
Oh, good. I'm glad
you come. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are just baffled by, oh no, another platform, but it doesn't have to be that painful, and it can help you get found online, which is, what we're all looking for.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.